All right. Had my mom give me a reading the other day. We went to eat breakfast. Mom, give me a reading. It's been a long time. Two motorcycles come to visit you. You will receive gifts from people you did not expect. News of someone passing away and news of a birth or pregnancy. Virgin Mary is in the center of your hand, the left hand. What the? Now, she told me when she was pregnant with me, that it was in California, San Diego, and she said she was like asleep or on the couch or something, and then she had this vision, or maybe she was awake, I don't remember, but she had a vision, and she goes, I watched Mary come out of the doorway, standing in the hallway. She looked at me. She was carrying a newborn baby in a blue little blanket. So I knew I was going to have a boy. And she smiled and kind of showed me the baby and then put him down in this little crib that was right there. And she goes, I knew right then you were was going to have a boy. And, a special little boy, because the Virgin Mary brought you to me, and I thought, okay, whatever. Just a story my mom had shared with me. More deliveries, but don't overload yourself. I guess because my hands still hurt and my ribs still hurt. Family drama coming. Do not get upset. Practice meditation. There's a show on Netflix, Guide to Meditation. She says it's really good. Let the drama play out. Let it play itself out. And I thought, there's just last night, really, there was a little bit of drama. I can share this with you. And my daughter, Emily, was dating this guy, long distance relationship. She went and saw him for a little bit. I think it was up in Chicago or near Chicago. And then he came down here. They went to Disney and stuff and blah, blah, blah. But aside from that, he was going to school, like a college in Ireland and everything. So it's tough, long distance. And then they ended up breaking up. And then she started dating this local guy here. And then they broke up. And now both of the guys want her back. They were both basically crying over her. And I thought, I've been there, you know what I mean? I think maybe we all have, where there's a relationship, and whatever. So, anyways, that was a little drama last night. Trade in or sell your flyers, meaning aircraft. Take a break from the sky. Healing. Must get assistance from professionals. Only issue that I'm aware of right now, my left hand's fine. My right hand, I can't quite close it, but it's getting there. The fact that I can do that tells me it's got to get there. And it's still a little bit swollen up here, just a little bit. I can see more knuckle than I have before, so it's coming down. But my thumb, on the other hand, my right thumb, is still swole a bit, and it's tender, it hurts. And I couldn't really move it too much, but as you can see, I'm starting to be able to wiggle it now. So I'm going, well, maybe it's going to go ahead and heal on its own. I wasn't sure if something maybe got detached in there or torn, But they did x-rays, and the x-ray showed fine, but I don't think they did any kind of MRI on my hand. So my mom's like, no, you need to go see somebody. But she says that about every damn thing. Oh, your kid's sick, go take him to the doctor. Why? For what? Take them to the doctor, they're sick. What's the doctor going to do? They're sick, they'll get over it. What are you talking about? Nonsense. Healing. Must get assistance from professionals. Okay. You will buy a ring for someone. Maybe Evelyn? ? Excuse me. You want to move away, but not yet. Time is not ready for a move. And I thought, well, Julianne, you know, your safe place, the safety area, New Mexico, I guess parts of Arizona, excuse me, Colorado, Utah, that whole area up there. She goes, that's a safe place. And not only that, you don't necessarily have to fly back and forth, because if you lived in that area, you could travel to your place in New Mexico that you like to go to in the mountains is not going to be that far away. You could be there in a day. And I thought, yeah, or half a day even, yeah, okay. So it makes sense. But again, you grow up somewhere, you live somewhere, everybody's got friends, and, Nicole's got a boyfriend. Like, hey, take the family with you. Hey guys, let's all go. I mean, it could be a possibility. Let's go, guys. You guys come with us. But what about jobs, for, all that stuff? And the final thing, twins entering a time of confusion. Be patient. They may need 6 months to a year to figure it out. Be patient. Axl Rose only wishes he could whistle like that. Actually, he's the godfather of that song, Patience. And he actually whistles. I watched a video recently of him. Your favorite guys get old. They get older. Like, ooh, you see him on the stage, but, it's still your guy. Still your band. And he was whistling Patience, like within the last 2 years. And I'm like, he's just kind of walking around back and forth doing it like, it was nothing. And I was like, man, I'm just listening to the tone, the tone. Okay. Old Axl, he still got it. So I just figured I'd just do a little upload. I haven't uploaded anything in a little bit. Again, I'm not sure when me and Will would do it. Are going to do our thing. I got something coming up this weekend. Actually, family kind of a thing. So it may not be this weekend either. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'll try to get something going with him. The dude of the woo must come on. The show must go on. So I'll figure something out. But this is just a video to let you know I'm still alive. My little, where is Thumpkin? Where is Thumpkin? I'm injured over here. I'm injured over here. And it's been like 2.5 weeks now. I mean, actually, you want to think about it. This Friday will be 3 weeks, which is 2 more days. So, again, my chest here still hurts. Right here where I'm showing you is still like this greenish, like yellow beyond black and blue color, but it's going away. There's a little bit right here. Everything that was down lower where the seatbelt went is gone. Like, my knees, you can see that all those, was going to be scabbed. That's my left knee. Here's my right knee. Had a little bit. And that was mainly my knees hitting into the instrument panel. And the left knee in particular, the key, ignition key, it just kept smacking into it. And apparently I broke it off. And the key ring was outside the aircraft a few feet away. Apparently they found it. But it jabbed my knee, under my knee a bunch of times and caused me to get cut up. But it didn't hurt that bad. Like my knee and all that stuff never really hurt that bad. It was just a little bit of cut up. It was my chest, my sternum area and the ribs and everything, which even today, like I didn't have a real good night's sleep last night. It's just some nights I kind of do and then I don't, because it's like, okay, I've got to roll around on my sides. I got to be on the left side, right side. Okay, let me do my back for a little while. Like that's just what I do all night long. So it's like, oh, you can't do any of that anymore. Try to sit up and sleep. Oh God, no. And okay, well, and I'll go through these little, I don't know, like if I lean back, like if I kick back right now on this, like to recline this thing, and I'm kind of at that angle, my head's like kind of resting, and, I'm there too long. It's like, okay, it's getting a little bit sore back here. Like the inner muscles or whatever, like connects to your skull or whatever. It's like, kind of hurts a little bit, like just of soreness, like sore muscle kind of hurt. It's, again, 3 weeks later, and it was worse, but it gets a little better. So it's like at night, I finally fall asleep, and okay, then I wake up, time to go pee. Oh yeah, like, oh, okay, oh, my back, lower back, oh, that's kind of hurting. Oh, and it's not the hurt of the injury; it's the hurt of you're just in a weird position, trying to get comfortable all night, and you fell asleep finally, and then now you wake up like, oh, that hurts, and you go lay back down. Okay, let me try on my side, and it's just, it is getting better. It's just, I do have some nights that are just better than others, and I would, like, last night wasn't a real good night, and I just thought, man, again, the longer period of time that goes by, it's like it should slowly be getting better, and it is, but it's just whatever. I just must have gotten a sweet spot last night for a little too long. My head was whatever, different pillow, whatever. I'm swapping pillows out. I'm moving stuff. Like I'm just trying to, get some sleep, and then, I wake up and I'm like, my eyes are closed. I'm just kind of sitting there. I'm like, oh, okay, went and peed, came back, falling asleep again. I'm like, what is that? What is that damn light? Effing wife's next to me. I don't even know what time it is with her damn phone. It was probably like 6 a.m., I bet. Phone, I'm like, I slapped that, just slapped that. I bitch slapped that thing, right? Bam. I pay the bills in this house. That was from a comedian on Last Comic Standing. I forget his name. He was talking about how he was a foster kid and his mom raised, his foster mom raised him. And he goes, they get paid money for each kid they have. So she would always tell me, like, I can't do something. I was like, bitch, I pay the bills in this house. Oh, come on, don't laugh. That hurts a little bit. Don't laugh too hard. At least I can cough a bit now, like, and like, okay, it doesn't hurt. Okay, that part's kind of, if I sneezed or something real loud, like, I've been squeezing my nose, like, whoa. Don't even let a sneeze come out. I don't want to even test it right now, just in case, like, oh my God, you just blew up, something hurts again. So, like, I'll feel like a sneeze coming, I'll just grab my nose and just squeeze it real tight, both nostrils, and move it a little bit and shake it, like, okay, all right, I'm close call, but I'm catching it. I do not want to sneeze. Not right now, just in case. But at least I can cough, because I was like, kids and everything getting sick, all that, like, last thing I need right now is to get sick and start coughing. And go, oh my God, I'm holding in a cough. You know how hard that is to hold in a cough and not ever let it out? Could like, oh, that hurts. Oh, And I was taking some pills and things like some supplements. And I think I choked in the water once early on this injury. And it's in your lungs. You're trying to cough out the water. Like, oh my God. So I'm sitting here like, okay, that hurt. That hurt really bad. And I'm like, like this weird try to clear my throat thing, and it kind of worked. And I was like, oh, okay, I think I got it out. And then, okay, stop with the supplement. Let's just kind of maybe full stop with the supplements right now, because that's kind of that, you don't want to take a chance. So I kind of I did kind of lay off for now. Like, I don't want to take a chance, but again, I can cough now. So I think even if I did freaking suck up some water down the wrong hole, I'd be okay. So anyways, let's see, again, Bitcoin, 38K, check, sold off. It's, last time I checked, 44K. And as I've said many times, when Spirit gives me a number, it usually, like a number to sell at, it usually goes higher. And therefore, if they give me a number to buy at, it's probably going to go a little bit lower than that. But it is a safe number. And I think they do it on purpose for two reasons. It's a safe number that they know is going to hit. But it's also, I just feel this, it's also testing me and anyone that follows me in these trades. Are you greedy? Are you going to let greed take over? We gave you a good number. Are you going to take the profit? Or are you going to try and capture even more? Because again, let's say you had 10 Bitcoin and you got out at 38K, $380,000. But it went up to 39. That's every $1,000 move in Bitcoin is $10,000 in profit for you, because you got 10 Bitcoin. So 39K, 10 more thousand. 40K, 10 more thousand. 41, 40, etc. You're talking 50, 60 more $1,000 of profit you could have had if you waited to 44K. But again, I'm going, I don't care. They gave me 38. I knew it would go higher because it always does when they give it to me. And then technically I could say that and go, well, since they always do that to me, I'll just go ahead and try to capture a little more profit, But it's like, you know what? I think there's another aspect to this. Are you going to try to get greedy on us? And I'm like, no. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to get greedy on you. Let me go outside. So, it's a little noisy out here. What we got going on? Oh, they're out there trimming trees over there. Yeah, so anyway, it's just, and I don't have proof of this. It's one of those things that I go, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just they're testing you, or testing me at least. And anybody that follows me, like, we're all being tested. So it's like, hey, you gave me a number, I'm going to take it. Just like when they told me Theta's going to $1.50, sell then. Because I was ready to sell at $1.19, $1.20. And I go, you know what? It's going to take 3 days to unstake. I'm out. I know the market's going down. And by the way, it went down to 56 cents. And here I was getting ready to sell at $1.20, $1.19. And I get a dream that night after I hit the unstake button. Here's a dream, Mr. Snip. Here's a dream of you selling at $1.50. No interpretation needed. Saw myself selling $1.50. Well, damn, that's like 25% more money. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate that. Looking out for me. All right, cool. So they gave it to me, so I took it. But the price went up to about $1.60. So they gave me $1.50. I had my orders in. They filled. It went to $1.60. Was I upset? Oh, 10 more cents times. No. Thanks, Spirit. Appreciate that. And then it went down to 56 cents. So imagine that. That's a 3x move. Downwards, you could say, right? 56 times 3-ish is, a little more than $1.60, but it's close. So you could have got a whole shit ton of Theta back. That's the point. But I'm going, yeah, I'm kind of taking a different move here. They gave me the Bitcoin price. Matter of fact, you can see these little wrinkles. This is my last night's sleep here that you're looking at. You can even see a little discoloration. Like I didn't have a good night's sleep, man. And I'll probably be taking a nap during the day today. So anyways, just some stuff to think about. And remember, after the 38K Bitcoin, enormous. Like imagine this screen you're looking at, the whole entire screen from this corner down to this corner. Big red, pinkish ice cream sitting inside of an ice cream cone going in this direction. The cone goes down here. The pointy end of the cone is down here. Taking up the entire screen. That's the vision they gave me in my mind's eye. Right after 38K. They got John Kim out there. Yeah, baby, you can't F with the king. 38K, baby, yeah, let's go. He's typing this on Twitter, and I'm watching this in the dream. And then it immediately goes to still image, giant ice cream cone. Not a small one. Not a medium-sized one, a giant ice cream cone, which to me says, get the F out of everything. But I said, I think I remember that old remote viewing thing they did on what we think is Matic. The guys over at Crypto Viewing or Future Forecasting Group. And I asked for a dream, is it Matic? And my dream to me said, I think this is Matic. So I go, okay, we're going to hang on to this one. And then XPRT, it's too hard to even unload right now. You just sit on it. I'm staking it anyways. You get good stake rewards. Just sit on the damn thing. So I'm like, I'm going to sit on XPRT and I'm going to sit on this Matic. That's the only two damn things I'm going to sit on. All of my other crap went right into that Bitcoin trade. Everything else went into that Bitcoin trade. So now I'm sitting there waiting for the drop that I think, again, I got a dream on, 20 cent XRP, $408 Ethereum. It's, I feel like it's coming. And if you're like, well, what about Theta? What's Theta going to get to? I don't know. I didn't get a price. And in that same dream, I asked, hey, John Kim, because he was also in that dream. Imagine that. What's the price of Theta? He couldn't type it in. He was misspelling it. He goes, I can't get it. So I was like, I wasn't allowed to see it. Or maybe it just wasn't known, the price. So in other words, if you want any coin, any crypto coin at that time, the time is look for XRP getting close to 20 cents and Ethereum getting close to $408. That's going to be your sign for, hey, I want Theta, buy it at whatever price it is at that time. Hey, I want Doge, buy it at whatever price it is at that time. That, to me, that's my marker, because I don't have prices for everything else. That's the go get it. And I just feel like it is entirely possible. Some of these coins can go right back down to the bottom prices we saw a few years ago. And if this happens with Theta, you're talking 10, 15 cent Theta. Didn't get a dream. I'm telling you, didn't get a dream. But it's a thought, okay? And that's why I go, that's my marker. 20 cent XRP, $408 Ethereum, that's my marker. And because that ice cream cone was so effing huge, I think there was power behind it. Spirit saying, oh, you better lick your ice cream and take some profit, because this is going to be a big one down. Like, oh, a black swan. Oh my God, Trump's plane was shot down. Oh my God, the Chinese people who came across the border. Oh my God, all these things, the sleeper cells. Oh my God, New York City, it's black. How the stock exchanges and all these other exchanges are going to run. Oh my gosh, the thing with Niagara Falls. Like, all these things we've seen in dreams. And Penny Kelly got, woo-woo dude, etc. Think that'd be a black swan to cause something like this? I do. I don't know if it will be it, but something's going to, in my mind, because that was a gigantic ice cream cone. So have your limit orders in place to buy some XRP somewhere around 20 cents, 21, 22, 23. And if you want Ethereum, and I don't think it's a bad idea, again, $408 is what they showed me, which means it's probably going to go under that, which also means XRP will probably go under 20 cents. And but again, I don't need to catch the absolute bottom or the absolute top. Spirit gives me this stuff when they decide it's time to give me something, and I go right with what they show me. Thank you, Spirit. And I'm not greedy. I'll take this. I know Bitcoin's gonna go up more than 38. I don't care, because you gave this to me. You could have just said, go figure it out yourself. And I would have had no exactly idea where to get in or out, because they, I rely on them. And it's worked out fantastically so far. It just takes time. So again, another dream has happened, with the 38K. And so we'll see. What if Bitcoin goes even higher? What if it goes to 48? What if it goes to 50? You know what? Great for some people who need it. But they showed me 38, and I'm taking the 38, and now I wait for the next move. And I'm okay with it. Like I've always said, I'll always make it up somewhere else. And I always do. And if you want to follow, you just follow what I'm doing, but you don't have to either, and most of my stuff is on Patreon. And, for the time being, there's not anything exactly new. I didn't get any new dreams yet. I'm wait for part 2 of this ice cream cone thing. The part 1 has happened, 38K. So, yeah, they're back there trimming up the hell out of some trees. They've been doing a real good job here in Florida, at least in my area, with trimming up trees around power lines. Like, they've been handling business. I'm glad that they actually spent our money wisely, in that respect anyways. Because, when we get these storms and everything and the power goes out, but if there ain't trees around power lines, well, your power won't go out. So, on that note, I am going to take a break from flying. I will be hanging on to my helicopter for the time being. And, I feel like I want something, and that thing is very useful, especially if I trailer it out to New Mexico or wherever. God, that thing's useful to go to some places you just can't get to, see some neat stuff. So, on that note, I'm alive. I'm pretty well. Let's see what happens. Take care.